Hello, hello. Looks like a few people starting to pop on here. So glad to see everyone. I'm a little bit early today. Hope you noticed I'm on earlier than usual. It's kind of nice to be able to get it going early. So happy to see everyone popping on here. Hello, hello. Hello, Lauren. Thank you. I love it when people say that to me. Hello, beautiful to you too, Lauren. Let's see. It's lagging today. Hello, Gemini gang. Yes, I'm going live tonight. I don't know, Gemini gang says she finally caught me again. I'm so glad, but I just put out a TikTok that I'm going live today, right now, of course. And then tomorrow night will be a subscription only live about 7:30 maybe. I'm teaching a class, so after the class, it's an angels class. So if anyone, there's a little bit of time to register for the angels class, a few slots left. I'll be going live after that as a subscription only live, and then Wednesday I teach another class, and after that I'll be going live general about 7:45 or 8. That one lasts a little bit longer. Hello, hello. All right. Looks like we're getting hello, sunshine, daydreamers, sunny. Some fun people on here today. I'm feeling a little bit energized too. I actually got a nap in. I had that big event this weekend, so today I had kept my appointments light, slept in some. It was kind of nice to sleep in. I never do that. It was kind of fun. I do want to answer this question that someone just popped on here. I'm starting out with mediumship, but I do want to answer this question that someone just asked. Do I think that she's going to carry the baby to full term? You know, I do think you're going to carry, I don't know that it's going to be quite 40 weeks, but I do feel like you're going to make it pretty close. I'm hearing 38 weeks is what I'm hearing. But hopefully you can make it even further. Keep that bun cooking some. Longer the better. All right. Did you see someone for me to grab? So today
Casey's dad, Wayne.
Casey's dad, Wayne. All right, we're doing this. Yes, it is the same, but if you hear my moderator, we had to get some techie going. My moderator, aka my husband, is traveling on business. So he's sitting in a hotel room somewhere else, and he's on my Facebook video while moderating me. He's a diehard. I appreciate him. Okay, so now, Casey, if you're on here, listen up. I'm try to get your dad, Wayne. Okay, every once in a while, y'all will hear me say this, that I'm just not sure the energy is matching, and I kind of give a warning to it. When I said Casey's dad, Wayne, I got a gentleman stepping up, and he's in dark jeans and a button-up shirt. He gives me the impression that would have been his dress up. He also has, I don't think he had a beard when he passed, but at some time in his life, he had like a full-on beard, mustache, whole thing. Something about his eyes. This man had beautiful eyes, he's letting me know. And the beautiful eyes have been passed down in his family. Now, Casey, does that sound like your dad at all? Miss Casey, yes, that's him. Very good. Thank you, Miss Casey. I'm making a note. Let me read. I'm making a note, so I want to come back and address something. I don't want to forget it. If I don't write it down, I will forget. All right. Thank you, Dad, for stepping up. So great. Y'all did a good job. Okay. He's talking about he had beautiful blue eyes, and he's addressing them again. That's what he was circling back to. Casey, he's telling me that someone, or is it you that has his blue eyes? He's showing me his blue eyes have been passed down to someone in the family. They're just sparkly and they're beautiful. He's saying that you don't appreciate your eyes enough. He is also saying that your eyes carry such joy, and that he has never did.
My nephew.
Your nephew has them. Very good, very good. He is talking about that you need to start trusting yourself. You're extremely intuitive. Casey, and you're not trusting yourself. And when spirits bring that up, he's also making me feel like something is going on right now, that you have just been kind of having a hard time making a decision about this event in your life, and you need to start trusting yourself. He's saying that he can also hear you when you talk to him, which tells me that you talk to him all the time, or he is telling me that you talk to him all the time. Hello, Faith, Broken Wing 82. Hello. You talk to him all the time, and he wants you to know that you can hear him. And I want everyone listening to hear this, actually. My husband hears me talk about it all the time, so he can attest to this, but I don't like it when people, I appreciate when people say, call me having a gift. It's not a gift. Everyone has the ability to reach back to heaven. There are Michael Jordans of it, and there are just people playing on the court. Now, how have I become so proficient at it? How can I make the connection so quickly? How can I just turn and grab a spirit? Because I have spent tens of thousands of dollars on training, just as many hours doing it, and have done it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. So if you practice something enough, of course you're going to get good at it. I'm telling you this because I don't want anyone on this live to think that they don't have the ability to hear from their spirits themselves. Now, is it fun to go get a reading from a medium? Absolutely it is. And a lot of times we will confirm a lot of the things you already knew. I'm saying this because I want everyone on here to know, quiet your mind, and you can hear your spirits. Trust them. Trust that they are with you. Trust that they love you. Spirits are only going to come through in a loving vibration. They will never tell you to hurt yourself or someone else. Also, do not blame spirits. Don't say, oh, a spirit made me do it. No. That is not what this is about. We are talking spirits who have crossed over to heaven, your loved ones, and they're only going to connect with you on the highest of high, on the best vibration. Now, Casey,
Casey did say she hears from him, and I think she said he's been gone 3 weeks.
Wow, very good, Casey. Man, your dad's making a quick appearance, isn't he? Casey said that her dad's only been gone 3 weeks. Very good. And that is another thing. I'm so glad your dad brought this up, because he said, when I turned to him, he confirmed and he did this, which I knew what he meant, because he used my claircognizant and dropped information when he did this. There's also...
And she says she's really having a rough day today. Dad missing day.
Oh, I'm glad you popped on then, and I'm glad he was so easily stepped up for you. There is no time. I have brought through spirits within minutes of them passing. Now, these were people that I knew. I don't recommend you coming for a reading so quickly after your spirit has passed unless you are ready for it. Waiting to have a reading after your spirit has passed is about you, the person left on earth, not about the person that has crossed over. There is no purgatory. They can turn and on a dime and instantly start back communicating. I have done it. Okay. Thank you so much, Casey, for letting me read your dad. He did a really good job. He was a great communicator in spirit, so that means he was a great communicator here on earth. Thank you. He's also saying, I thought he was done, but he was not. He's also saying, I know he's only been gone a short time, but y'all have already been talking about things that you're going to do to honor him. And when spirits talk about that, it's just a sign that they are around you and they see what's going on. All right. I am going to, normally this would be spirit-led because I just pulled one that my moderator said, but I saw on here someone pop up. I was just really pulled towards them. It was someone, I think she goes by Gemini. She was wanting me to bring up her fiance, Curtis. I was just really drawn to that as it scrolled by. So here we go. If you're on here, Miss Gemini, we're going to try to see if we can pull up your fiance Curtis. Before I get going on here, now, Christy, was it you? No, I don't message anyone for a reading. If you go, I have videos out about it. In my bio, I will never direct message anyone. The scammers are out there like crazy. I keep reporting them. They don't go away. The only way you can book an appointment with me is on my website, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. The next subscriber live is tomorrow night after I teach an angel class, and it's going to end about 7:15 or 7:30, and I'm going to do a subscriber only live tomorrow night. So when you go to my website and book a reading, you get the Zoom link immediately. Then you get it again 3 days before, a day before, and an hour before. So you get lots of reminders about your appointment. Okay, so Miss Gemini, your fiance Curtis. Okay, so your fiance Curtis is very much stepping up. This gentleman is letting me know that he had some problems here on earth, and he did self-medication. He is very much talking about, y'all had been together for a long time, and the piece of paper just wasn't that important to y'all, like to solidify your relationship. But he's also saying that y'all should have when I had gotten married, because the piece of paper would have given you some covering when he passed. It was very much difficult. Someone says, no matter what time you're live, my phone is always almost dead. You know what, A&M's mom, that just tells me you need to make an appointment. And I am on earlier than usual. That's funny. Okay, so Miss Gemini, are you still on here? Have you seen her come through?
I haven't seen her.
I hadn't seen her either. Has anyone seen Gemini? Oh, there you are, Miss Gemini. Thank you very much. Does any of this information fit him? He's showing me that y'all have been together for a while, and that that y'all should be getting married just didn't mean a lot. The piece of paper didn't mean anything to y'all, but he's saying that you should have gotten married because it caused y'all issues after he passed. Because okay, very good. Thank you, Gemini. And he's sorry about that, because y'all were definitely married in your heart. So this is one of those things, like if you had come for a one-on-one reading for me, I read the energy of relationships, I would have probably called him your husband. I would have said, oh, I see, your husband. It's gotten to where I now say significant other, because if you have been together a long time and your relationship function like a marriage, then that's what it reads through to me. But he is very much making me feel like that it caused a lot of problems, that you weren't given the respect he would have liked you to. Yeah, because in his heart, you were his wife. He makes no bones about that. You were his wife. Don't mistake it. But he is also sad that after he passed, you weren't given the proper respect because y'all had not had that piece of paper. He is also talking about you have gone on to have other relationships, and he is very much happy that you have tried to find joy. Like you have not stayed stuck in your grief. You have really tried to move on. Something about recently, though, Gemini, he is saying, has really triggered your grief to make a comeback. And I want you to give yourself some grace for that. Grief is not linear. I mean, you can go from 1 to step 10, all of a sudden you wake up one day and you are back at step 2. Grief is absolutely not linear, and he is very much showing me that something has happened recently to rekindle that grief, to kind of make you take a step back in it. So when the spirits step forward and they talk about things, he acknowledging that you've kind of slid back in your grief, it's a sign that they are around you. This gentleman is around you all the time. He is very much calling you the love of his life. And he's also saying, just because you go on to other relationships, he does not get jealous. She does not feel like you, he doesn't feel like that you've replaced him. He knows that you still love him. Also, he is showing me, did you get a tattoo in his honor? Someone has a tattoo in his honor, he is showing me. Again, an acknowledgement. He sees what's going on, and he is very much aware. Thank you so much, Gemini, for letting me read him and for confirming the information. You did a really good job, and he did a good job of stepping up. I want to appreciate him right now. Thank you, Mr. Curtis. Okay. Do you have someone?
Kelsey, grandfather, Lester.
Okay. Miss Kelsey, listen up. We're going to try to pull up your grandfather, Lester. I do want to remind everyone that like this live and some of my other lives are on my YouTube channel. If you ever want to go back and look at the readings, most of them are on my YouTube channel, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. Also, I know it's kind of hard because lives are meant to be just very quick. I mean, they're like 5-10 minute readings. You know, of course, I get the gist of the message through, but you're not going to get the rich in-depth reading that you get if you book an hour appointment or something. And it doesn't, I don't mind doing that, but just know if you message me afterwards, if you email me afterwards with questions, I probably will not have the opportunity to re-tap your spirit and answer your questions via email. I know it's hard. These are free. You just put in the comments of who you want read, and my moderator chooses someone, and then I do spirit led. Okay, so Kelsey, when I asked for Lester to step up, this was a thin man. I'm seeing someone who is thin. Now, this is called evidential mediumship. I'm describing Kelsey's grandpa, Lester, and she can confirm or deny. So please, if you're listening up, Kelsey, confirm or deny if this sounds like her grandfather. I'm seeing a man who was very organized. Everything had a place. He is also showing me he was a thin gentleman even throughout his life. He's also showing me that he wore glasses. He just keeps making him want to push up his glasses, so he would have worn glasses. He was, I want to say an intellectual man. Not that he had a lot of diplomas, but he liked to discuss things. He was a smart man, not smart with diplomas on the wall, just an intelligent, smart man. He's showing me his job. He had to do a lot of paperwork. Okay, so has anyone seen Kelsey step up? Is Kelsey still here? Miss Kelsey. I see someone says like certified psychic medium, and they said laughing my ass off. I know they kind of mean that to be kind of mean, but let me just describe to you, for it's a great opportunity for me to tell you what a certified psychic medium is. So how you become certified is my teacher was Lisa Williams, is the one who certified me. Very well-known medium from the UK, had a TV show here in the United States. Now, I trained with her for a while, and then we went to New York in person, and they put you in a room with people you don't know, and you have to read them. I can't remember how many readings I did. It was 3 or 5, something, I don't remember. It was like a lot of stress because you are measured on your accuracy. And no, not everyone who was in that room, became certified, because sometimes as a medium you might have an off day, or maybe you're not making the right connection. So when I say certified, that's what it means. I was put in a room, I had to read people that I didn't know, and then they told my teacher my accuracy level. And so according to the accuracy level, you became certified. You had to have an 80% accuracy to pass to become certified. So I know whoever put that on there kind of meant it to be mean, but I thought it was great. It allowed me to explain what certified means. Okay, have you seen Kelsey?
No.
Okay, I haven't either. I think Kelsey has left the house, so we have a you need to repent. Okay, so I love this, or whoever, Thomas 82 says, I need to repent and stop giving people demonic readings. You know what, honey? If my choice or these love vibration spirits I am getting are people like you, I'm going to take these demonic spirits any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Okay, so it looks like we have a spirit here up for grabs. I know, y'all sweet souls out there. He doesn't have to watch. I know. You have to think about if someone uses their time to come on a live where there is trying to be just a love vibration and put negativity out there, that person cannot be happy with themselves. They do not have a love vibration in their heart. And so we're going to send Jesus to him, like the Jesus I believe in. My Jesus is of love and light. Okay, so Kelsey isn't answering, so we have a spirit up for grabs. Let's listen up. I am still hearing an L name, but I'm hearing more of like a Larry or a Luke, something like that. Okay, we have an L name, a Larry, a Luke. This gentleman is showing me he had a job where he did a lot of paperwork. He had a desk job. It could have been Leroy, Leslie, any of those. He had a desk job. He did a lot of paperwork. Now, he's also showing me he has not gotten out of a white button-up shirt. So he wore a lot of white button-up shirts to work. And he always had a white t-shirt on under these button-up shirts he's showing me. He was thin. That has been very evident. Usually as gentlemen, women, we all get a little fluffy as we get older. This gentleman is showing me he stayed pretty thin throughout his life. He wore glasses. And he was kind of a little bit, I would say nerdy, but not in a negative way. I'm not calling him nerdy. He was negative. Parker Trex.
You're saying yes, yes, yes.
Parker Trex. You feel pretty confident in this. I see you got yes, 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 yes. Okay, so looks like we are with Parker Trex here. Let's see. He died starving. Yes, okay. I was feeling this man was extremely thin. He had made that very clear. All right, Mr. Parker Trex, looks like we have your spirit here. This gentleman is very much talking about, I know, that's a terrible. I was about to have a lot of sympathy for him and someone said, and I was like, yeah, I know that's a terrible way to go. But this gentleman is very much saying that, I don't know if I believe. I was just like, I don't know if I believe him, and the spirit called me on it because I say all the time that I love spirits because they won't lie to you. They might not tell me what I want to know. They might turn their back to me and not answer my questions, but they won't lie to me. So Parker Trex, did he say who this person was to him? All right, Mr. Parker. He is very much saying, I have a moderator. My moderator's in a, but I'll let anyone help out if you want to, if you want to tell people to stop being mean. It was his grandfather. Very good. Thanks, Parker. He's acknowledging, Parker, that someone has part of his name. Not his full name. He's showing me that part of his name has been passed down. And it's an acknowledgement. He sees what's going on. He is very much still talked about. He is also telling me that he wants y'all to know that he was not in as much pain as y'all thought he was. That his pain was managed. His pain was managed. She just keeps saying that over and over. He's talking about, Parker, that you have really been struggling with... I'm trying to think of the right word. I was going to say trauma. I don't really like that word. It's not trauma. You've been struggling with trying to you've been feeling lost. Like you're not really sure what route you're supposed to go in life, what you're supposed to be doing, and just feeling a little off kilter. That's a better word. He is very much saying that you know what you're supposed to be doing in life. And he wants you to follow your heart. There is a dream that you are not accomplishing, and you have a lot of excuses why not to accomplish this dream, he's saying. Not enough time, too expensive, just all kinds of things. And he is saying, follow your heart. You're never going to regret that. He's very much making me... What's that?
Parker said yes.
Oh, okay. My moderator, I don't know, the FaceTime thing, he's not quite as articulate. He doesn't sound as articulate, and he's sideways. Y'all see me looking at him. He's sideways. He's saying, Parker, you need some education. He's saying, like, whatever it is you want to accomplish, you need a little bit more education. And he's saying, pursue that, follow your dreams. Also, you love music. He is saying that you absolutely love music, and that you're going that you're going to go deaf if you don't turn it down. Oh, very good. Good job, Parker. Good job. He is very proud of that. You're about to go deaf if you don't turn down your music. Is that what that is about? When spirits say funny things like that, spirits are joy. They live in joy. They want you to be joyful. They want you to have a good time. And yes, when you come for a one-on-one reading, there's usually some tears, but there is also usually some love and laughter associated with it. So thank you so much, Parker, for letting me read your grandpa. He was a joy. So excited about you graduating college. Very, very excited for that. Someone asked a question that I was going to. Someone asked me. I can see it scrolling now. That's why I make notes, because I forget. I don't remember what they asked. Okay, I don't remember what it was I was going to ask. Someone said something. What is that? I'm having some. When people read babies, I see some questions. They do it a little bit differently. So when I read babies, I usually they have to come up with something they can identify with. And if they were never born on Earth, then they usually come up with like a grandmother or someone who is in spirit, and then the grandmother will say, oh, I have the baby. So that's usually the way I do them, unless it was a baby who did take a breath on this earth, who can give me some kind of identifying information, like they were sick or ill, or something to identify them. That's usually how I do that. Okay, we're doing spirit led now.
Sure.
Who we got? Who's going to step forward over there? All right. I have a child here who was, how old were you, dude? I don't think he made it till 10. It's a little boy. This little boy liked to be outside all the time, but he had an illness and he was inside a lot. Like he couldn't keep up with the other kids. It had something to do with this illness he saw. What is your... I was hearing two names associated with him. So when I hear two names, usually it's either two people who is alive. Yes, it does feel... Well, someone said if it was cancer.
Darnar's mom said she had a reading with you, and she found her husband's ring almost exactly what you told her it would be.
Oh, thank you. Oh, someone on here just said that they found their husband's ring right where I said it was going to be. So I want to give kudos to the spirit who gave me that information. Okay. And thank you for coming in here and confirming. I do appreciate that. All right. So I'm hearing a kid I'm hearing two names associated with him. One is a J name, like Josh. And then I'm also hearing an L name. So one is probably his, and one is someone who is alive. He is showing me that he had an illness. Someone asked if he had cancer, and it was definitely an illness that, yes, he did have cancer. Never mind, because he's showing me he has a bald head. He had it, and it was almost stabilized, and then it came back. Okay, does this little boy sound familiar to anyone? He had cancer. He's showing me that he did have a bald head, which means that he did have a cancer, chemo. He was under 10. He always wanted to go out and play. He was never able to go out and fully appreciate playing with the other kids. Aw, thank you. I'm hearing a J name and an L name associated with him. Was someone on here with, I see someone saying, where is Luke's mama? Is someone on here wanting a Luke? Okay, so Emma Lou, there's Luke's mom right there. It looks like Emma Lou, but she's not claiming him, so. Andrew Pasley tried.
Somebody said that his mom is on here and his name is Luke.
Emma Lou, did Luke have cancer? My name is Jay, and my mom's name is Lori. That could absolutely be, but TJ, did you have a brother or someone who passed of cancer before he was 10? Well, welcome. I see someone is new here. Hello. New here, the beautiful Hannah has a Luke. Okay, going through the same. Okay, so no, my Luke died before he took a breath. Okay, okay. So I'm going to recap one more time. If it fits you, please just put yes. Okay, so this little boy died before he was 10. If you said, oh, he was 11, I'd take it. But anyway, he was around that 10 age. Oh, your friend's son. Okay, here we go. Your friend's son's Josh. Okay, that is the Josh that I heard. I said I heard a J name like Josh. And then there's also an L name associated, Emma. Do you know who this L name is? This is her friend's son.
Emma Hair and Beauty.
Emma Hair and Beauty. Okay, looks like with the Emma Hair and Beauty, this is her friend's son. I want to give kudos to this little boy. He did a good job. He told me his name right up. Okay, he's also talking about, there is some guilt associated with him. His mom is talking about, he's saying his mom feels like that she should be able to save him, that it wasn't caught in time. So he shows me going to the doctor. They weren't quite sure in the beginning what was wrong with him. And his mom carries some guilt because she feels like it was her fault that it took so long to be diagnosed. No, that is, you had to block someone?
Constantly.
Oh my goodness, what is up with today? We have the unkind people out and about. I don't know. So let her know that he is, that's just annoying, everyone begging when she's in the middle. Let her know that it was not her fault. He could not have been saved, and it is not her fault. And I know as moms, we always feel like that we are very much responsible for our kids, that we should be able to save them, but let her know that he couldn't be saved. And he keeps saying, tell her I got my angel wings, tell her. He's actually showing me, he's shown me this angel several times, so I don't know if you can confirm this. Emma, was Emma Hair Beautiful, something like that? So Emma, I don't know if you know. Emma, I don't know if you know, she's probably, sometimes what I'll find out later.
He had cancer. He had cancer and went away and came back.
Yeah, and very good. That's exactly what he had said earlier, that he had had cancer and it had gone away and come back. And it wasn't even gone very long before it came back. But he keeps showing me angel wings. Do you know, Emma, does his mom have a tattoo with angel wings and him on it? Is there a print she has with angel wings in his picture? He keeps bringing me to angel wings. Like there is very much a picture of him in angel wings, either a tattoo or an actual print. And that's just an acknowledgement that he is around and he sees what's going on. He also is saying that his mom talks to him all the time. So if you could let his mom know, Facebook of him with angel wings. Okay, very good. Thank you, Emma, for confirming that. Thank you. Dude, you've done really good today, Josh. I have to commend you. You've done a good job. Josh is a very sweet boy. You can just tell that even on Earth, he had a very sweet soul, and he is very sweet on the other side. You can tell his love language was words of affirmation. He just kind of blushed and got very sweet whenever I was talking about what a good job he was doing. Because he did. He's given me a lot of good information, and he was spot on with it, and he did a great job communicating it with me. All right. Thank you, Emma, for claiming him, and make sure you tell his mom all that stuff, which I know you will. It's like you're calling her right now. I almost feel like I think you're calling her and you're not even off this live yet. Did you do that? All right. Thank you. Thank you, Josh. You're a sweet boy.
She said, thank you, I will.
You're welcome. Okay. Who you got now?
Do another.
Who?
You do another.
Oh, do another. Okay, very good. Well, he's just letting me loose. Let's do another spirit led. Who we got? Okay. I'm hearing a female step up, and I heard the name Ambrosia. Because I thought it was going to be food. Because isn't ambrosia a salad? But it's not. It's a name. Okay. So let's start with this odd name, Ambrosia. This little girl, not little, she is grown, but she looks like she's Hispanic. She definitely has that beautiful, she has this beautiful dark hair and this beautiful skin. She was, I'm going to fill in her teens when she passed. She's also showing me that I'm hearing wrong place, wrong time. She's given me that someone took her life, but it was also an accident. Okay. Oh, did I just have a huge orb over my head?
Yep. Somebody said that, yep.
Sweet. I love it when that happens. Okay, is someone claiming her, or is someone just reiterating what I said?
It looks like reiterator.
Okay. I love that. Oh, I'm going to have to go back on the recording and see if I can find that orb. I love it, love it. Okay, so yes, magic. I think, are you claiming her magic, or are they just talking about the orb on my head? Okay, so it looks like Bella Malia, 63. She says, OMG, my best friend, she was 15. And her name was Ambrosia. Okay, Miss Bella. There was so much. This little girl is talking about trauma associated with her passing. She's very much, so just so y'all know, this little girl, Ambrosia, she came up, Ambrosia, she was Hispanic, or dark-skinned with this beautiful, beautiful skin with this dark hair. She was a teen, and someone else took her life, but she was, like it was an accident. I'm in the wrong place, wrong time. And she was claimed by Bella. She was claimed by Bella. She said it was her best friend. You know, Bella, she is talking about there was a lot of trauma associated with her passing. Like it was one of those things, people could not believe it. Yes. Yes, I know. That's terrible. I know, Bella. Isn't it? Mm-hmm. She is also saying that you tried to help her, Bella. Like, your family really tried to help her. And you can only encourage someone of this age so much to not hang with the wrong crowd. And it was where she kind of found her footing. It was where she felt like she belonged. She was very lost, looking for love, and yeah, I know that's a song, but she really was looking for love in all the wrong places. She was trying to find her place here on earth. And sweet soul, like sometimes you can tell people that were kind of in the wrong place like that, had on earth, they weren't the kindest of people. She was just a beautifully kind, sweet girl. She's also saying, Bella, that you were like a sister to her, and that maybe y'all had kind of not parted ways towards the end of her. What's that?
She was beautiful.
She was beautiful. She was beautiful inside and out. She's also saying that you tried to help her. But she kind of pushed you away a little bit. Yeah, we're still very good friends, and she did that because she knew what she was doing. She shouldn't be doing. She was hanging with the wrong crowd. She knew that you only had her best interests at heart, and she kind of didn't want to hear it because she was 15. And yeah, very good, Bella. She's telling you that you were her one true friend. Like, you were that one friend that would step up and tell her that she was being stupid when she was being stupid, except you'd use different words, where everyone else was trying to encourage her to go down this wrong path. She's also very proud of you that you have gone on to accomplish things in your life. You have goals that you still want to accomplish. You have a little one around you. Is that your little one, or is that a niece or nephew you have? She shows me you have a child around you, and you are so good with kids. She's actually saying that you would do really well. You have 5. I was about to say you would do really well working with kids. You are excellent with those kids. She says that you are very level-headed, and you do a really good job of holding the line without being mean about it. I'm hearing your no is your no. So good job for you. I taught child development for 20 years, and sometimes people, I know that they're trying convictions, and when you say no, your no is always a no. Kids feel safety in that. And because they always know what to expect. They know that mom's going to do what she says she's going to do. So good job. She's also showing me that she has been messing with whatever you play music on. If it's your phone, if it's your Alexa, Bella, she has been messing with it, like cutting it out and cutting it in. So just know that is her. I see you. It happens, and it'll just catch your attention. You're like, what? And then it fixes itself, and you're like, oh, okay, whatever, and move on. But just know that is your friend. And she did a really good job, especially getting me the name Ambrosia. That is not a name I'm familiar with. It's very much easier for spirits to get names to me. That, like the Josh earlier, that Josh is a very common name, so it's easier to get me names I know. So I'm going to give her kudos. She did a good job. All right, my PSA, here we go. I will never message you. Never message you for a reading. I won't do it. Please don't Venmo anyone any money. You can only book an appointment with me on my website. I know someone said on here, spirit guided ones are so interesting. I have actually been going back and forth because I've been hearing that a lot. Spirit led readings. I'll hear it so many times. So I don't know. I think maybe we should take a poll. Maybe I'll put a TikTok out about it. Like on my lives, do people prefer spirit led, or they prefer me and my moderator grabbing one? So tonight we'll go back and forth like usual, but I think I'll put a TikTok out about that. So be looking for that TikTok to drop so y'all can vote, because it doesn't matter to me which way I do them, whether I do spirit led or if I let my moderator choose one. It doesn't matter to me. I do have a angel class that starts tomorrow if anyone is interested in it, and I want to say something a little bit about the class. It is not a religious class, but I will say that Billy Graham said something that fits how this class is going to run. He said, medieval theologians divided angelic beings into 10 grades. Some people, however, have asked whether some of these grades, the principalities, authorities, powers, thrones, might, and dominion, could not refer to human institutions. So what he is referring to here, he just skimmed over it. And I'm sure Billy Graham skimmed over it, because what he is alluding to is there is a belief that angels live within us and that we can access their power within certain rules. Of course, you can't access an angel's power to do bad. You can only really bring their vibration into your life if you're using it for good. And so in this class, we talk about how do you access angelic power, how do you know that angels are talking to you, and we'll go through kind of the breakdown in which angels you call upon for what. Though we'll tell you that if you want to call up on a angel, it doesn't matter if you're calling, it's like, oh my goodness, do I need a cherub? Do I need an archangel? What do I need? Just call. They'll send the right one. Don't ever be afraid. Okay. You have someone for me?
Stephanie. Friend Michael.
Stephanie wants her friend Michael. Okay, the holdup here is I couldn't decide, is this energy matching? Because someone stepped up right away. I was just really trying to hear if he is who Stephanie's looking for. So let me describe this gentleman. He is extremely well put together. This is one of the best well-groomed men spirits I've had stepped up in a while. He's showing me that his hair is very well-groomed, good-looking guy. And I'm feeling that he had a little bit of feminine tendencies to him. I don't know that if I would really call him gay, though. Would I call you? No, I would not call him gay. Maybe bi. He does have a little bit of feminine tendencies to him. He is absolutely talking about, it was very important to him. Like, this guy must have had his hair cut like every 3 weeks. It always had to be just so. He always smelled really nice, too. Okay, has she said anything yet?
I haven't seen Stephanie come up. I honestly think you might just be doing a spirit link tonight, whether you want to do a poll or not.
Okay, Stephanie said no. You know,
Yes, Stephanie said no.
My moderator just said something that I had very much been getting from spirit. So now what will happen is whenever something is changing in my business, I will notice something changing. And so I had been sitting in meditation, and so many times lately I've had so many people comment how they like spirit led, and that's what I've been getting from the spirit world is I need to change to spirit led, but I didn't really understand why. Sometimes they don't give me reasons why they're changing it on me, but I was very much feeling that. Okay, I am still getting this M name. We're going to go with, but I'm hearing more of Mark. I'm hearing more of Mark. This gentleman was young when he passed. I want to say he was in his, I want to say early 30s. He was extremely well groomed. So just when we go back, let's just say he was extremely well groomed. Always smelled delicious. And not only was his hair always well groomed, his clothes were always well groomed. Yeah, not that he didn't have days, of course, you know, we all have days where we're hanging out in basketball shorts and t-shirts and all of that. But he wasn't someone who was going to go out to eat or go to the store or anything dressed like that. He liked to look nice. He was smart. This guy was smart. All right. So let's see here.
So I might have someone, I'm not sure, she hasn't made another comment. No, my dad was more, but he passed at 70.
Yeah, someone says here, my dad is Matthew. He died at 33.
Okay.
So I'm assuming, who is that? Erica. We're going to say Erica. We're just going to call her Erica. But for you, CJ, it's Erica Nicole. Erica Nicole, 98.
Okay.
Okay, Erica Nicole, 98. Does the rest of it fit him? He did a good job with his name and his age. I think he's been grabbed by Erica Nicole.
Yes, ma'am.
Aww. All right. Very good. Thank you, Miss Erica. He is very much talking about... Okay, so this is one of those times I wish you were in front of me so we could get to the bottom of it. This spirit has been claimed. She confirmed all the information, and it's for Erica. He is telling me, Erica, that you are not honoring your intelligence. And so that tells me that there's something you want to do and you just think you're not smart enough for it. Your dad is very much talking about how crazy smart you are. And that there's someone that you have a tumultuous relationship with in your family. And he's very much talking about make sure that you're putting up boundaries, that a relationship title does not give people the right to be mean to you. He is also talking about you've recently done something to honor him. So when spirits talk about there's someone that you need to set boundaries up with. You know what, Erica? I thought it was your mom. I thought it was your mom, and I was hoping I was wrong. I really was, because that's tough. He is very much saying that your mom, after he passed, she kind of lost it and never really regained it. It's like you were kind of a piece of him, and she never really got herself out of that grief to focus on you. She got really a lot self-centered after he passed, and he's sorry for that. Also,
I'm naming my big boy after him when we have a boy.
Very good. That is why I was like, I'm feeling you doing something to honor him, but that's why, because it hasn't happened yet. When spirits talk about things that they see coming up or things that is going on in your life, it's a sign they are around you. When you come to me for a reading, I don't allow spirits just tell them I'm around them. I think that is too general, so they have to say things they're doing. Also, Erica, I'm not sure, I don't know if you're married or you're in a long-term relationship, but whoever your significant other is, your dad very much approves of. And he's saying that in a way that I know you have asked yourself, I wonder if dad would like him. I wonder if dad would like him. Yes, dad does like him. He is a keeper, I'm hearing. Not that y'all haven't had arguments. So when spirits step up and they say they're a keeper, they do acknowledge that spirits are... they acknowledge that when you're on earth, there are things that you just work through. There's no perfect relationship, but you are in a good one.
She said, I'm happy to hear that.
Aw, thank you. All right, so let's do a little bit of psychic. Y'all want to do some psychic real quick? Do some psychic. Okay, so throw your questions in. I just have one moderator, so we are... Okay. As you're putting them in here, I'm gonna write some notes about the spirit who just stepped up.
Evans wants to know, am I in the right career financially?
No. I feel like this is a stepping stone. You are where you're supposed to be for now, but this is only a stepping stone, so don't be surprised when you start feeling the pull to go somewhere else. There, real quick, I'm going to continue with this. I'm going to answer some more psychic questions, but I do want to give a heads up. There is a gentleman stepping up. He feels like he is a husband energy and he is on a motorcycle. I'm not sure if he died on this motorcycle or if he just loved motorcycles. So if you had a husband or significant other who died on a motorcycle or loved motorcycles, stay tuned. He's up next. Thank you, dude. Okay.
Missy wants to know, will I be in current job for a long time?
I am feeling that to be pretty solid and that you will be there for quite some time.
Nadia wants to know, should I go to the doctor or is all of my current issues related to anxiety, from anxiety?
Okay, are her current issues related to anxiety?
And it's Nadia.
Nadia, I am feeling they are, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go to the doctor. I am starting it's called a trauma class Wednesday. So if you want to register for it, you wouldn't have time to get the book in. You can register for the class. You wouldn't have time getting the book, but we'll also do some guided meditations during that time to try to help with some stress and anxiety. And I'll also give y'all some techniques to try to help with it while we're in this noon class. So it starts Wednesday at noon. You wouldn't have time to get the book in, but you could still join and hear our discussion and then take advantage of what we're going to be doing in it.
Sylvia, my son comes soon.
Her son what? Oh, my moderator just, he is spinning. So let me see if I can pull some of these. Okay, Icy wants to know, am I going to move out of state? I do feel you're going to move out of state, but not for a while. Are you back? Oh, no, my moderator's spinning. He's got this spin.
Wendy.
Okay, Wendy.
I get the tuned in.
Yeah, that's no good. My moderator is freezing. Okay, so Tracy, does my ex really love me with all his heart?
Sorry.
No, well, okay. Your ex does love you, but your ex is also not being honest with you about something. He is definitely giving lip service to some of those words. But you know that. You can feel it in your solar plexus, like something is just off and you can't put your finger on it. Make sure you're honoring that. Robin, need some words of encouragement. Sweet girl. I am definitely hearing that someone in spirit, I'm not going to tap and see who it is, but I'm hearing someone in spirit has been sending you cardinals. So just know that when you see the cardinals, those are someone that is in spirit and is around you and protecting you and giving you encouragement. Angel wants to know, I'm terrified about my health. Will I be okay? I'm hearing that you really need to go to the doctor and make sure you're taking care of your health and you're listening to them. Are you back?
I think I am.
Yep, now you're back. You're not spinning anymore.
Haley, is Jason my soulmate?
I do not get that he is your soulmate, but just because he's not your soulmate doesn't mean you're not supposed to be with him in this lifetime. We're not always meant to spend each lifetime with our soulmate. I'm going to answer this one real quick. Christine AP, will my marriage last? When I answer these questions, just understand that psychic is not 100%. Energy can change. I feel, Christine, that y'all are going to work on your marriage and you can get through this hump. But now when I'm saying that, if you decide, heck no, you're too frustrated and you're done working, just know that will change the energy of it. Who else we got?
Should I write the book or should I go in a different area?
Write the book. Before he even finished answering the question, I was getting like, yes, write the book. Very much I was hearing that.
Lisa, will I move next year?
I'm not feeling that. Lisa, I'm not feeling that you're going to move next year. Ooh, this is juicy, Casey. Do I have more siblings out there? I'm feeling that you do have more siblings out there. Okay, let me think. Does she have more than one? Does she have 2? That is actually unclear. And I will tell you, I will absolutely always tell you, if I'm just not clear on something, you definitely have 1. Definitely have one, at least 1 more sibling out there. Do you have one?
Is this new job for me, Molly?
Molly, yes, the new job is for you. I'm hearing that it's going to be a little while before you get your footing. You're kind of feeling off kilter because of, it's not something you've really gotten your groove with yet, but you will get your groove with it, and it is a good job for you. You're learning a lot in this job, learning a lot.
How to book a reading?
How to book a reading. Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. A calendar opens up to you. You pick the day and time, and then the Zoom link is automatically sent at the time of booking, and then you also get a reminder with the Zoom link 3 days before, 2 days before, and 1 day before. I also want to talk about something that my moderator also does, and then I also do. I don't know if y'all had seen the TikTok. We recently both got certified to be hypnotists. Though we have had work with it in the past, it wasn't something, our life just was not in the spot where it was something we wanted to offer just yet. So now it is time that we are offering some hypnotherapy. Now, what is hypnotherapy? It is where you get your conscious brain out of the way and you talk to the subconscious. We will be doing some of this also in that trauma class on Wednesdays. So just know that's part of the therapy that will be going on. Now, my husband's website, sometimes men prefer to work with men. I get it. I don't mind at all. I'm not offended. Ken Jackson. It's Ken Jackson Executive Coach. And so you can, his website works the same way, date and time, automatically get the Zoom link. My website's the same way. Amber wants to know what clair she could focus on. I hear that your big clair is clairsentience. You always want to focus on your strongest clair and the others will follow suit. All right. We're ready to go back to...
Trish wants to know, does she have a psychic gift? Trish.
Trish wants to know if she has a psychic gift. Everyone has a psychic gift. Everyone does. Being a medium, being psychic is just reading energy and reaching back to heaven. God would not put certain people on this earth without giving that, and giving the ability to just some people without giving everyone the ability to reach back to earth. Now the difference is, you see some, when I teach my classes, I get the deer in the headlights because I frequently will show people how to do a reading and then they'll go and do it and they get the deer in the headlights. It's because I've spent tens of thousands of dollars training and have spent tens of thousands of hours doing this, and I've trained. If you train and work as hard as I have doing anything, you're going to be good at it. So just know that there are going to be, everyone has the ability. There are some people playing on the court and some Michael Jordans of it. And the Michael Jordans of it are just the ones that have worked their asses off. Also, I'm big on ethics. So please, if you take classes, make sure that there's some ethics taught in it. I've heard some horrendous stories lately. Are we doing,
Yes.
We're done with psychic?
Yeah, it's time to do a couple more spirit led.
All right. Oh yeah. This gentleman. I have the gentleman here.
Yes.
Okay. Motorcycle. Okay. This guy right off is telling me he was good looking. And so I had to laugh. I was like, were you really good looking or... And no, I feel like he was, but it was more of his personality. He kind of had a in-your-face kind of personality, but he was also very sweet. He was like, I'm hearing a man's man, but he was very sweet with it. He died on a motorcycle. Astral projection is real. We'll talk about that when I'm done with this reading. Oh, someone mentioned a loss on a motorcycle earlier. I wonder who that was. Picking up from the chat, the rest of the live. This is spirit led. Your love may come through. My husband David died. Okay, so yes, my husband David. Barbara Hopkins. I think that she didn't get to finish her sentence. She's saying yes, my husband David died. I think she didn't finish on a motorcycle. Just being the psychic way I am, I'm feeling that that was cut off, and she meant to say that. What did I say her name was? Barbara? Bobby. No. What was it?
Barbara Hopkins.
Barbara. Okay. Barbara, can you confirm again if you were claiming this gentleman to be your husband? I did, but name her. Okay, my husband didn't pass on a bike, but I've been asking him to come talk to you at the cemetery. Aw. All right, no, this guy definitely passed on a bike. Definitely showing me that. And he's showing me that I'm hearing a D name. But he's also showing me there's someone. Barbara said yes. Okay, very good. Thank y'all. I love y'all helping me out and keeping me in check. Okay, Miss Barbara. Your husband is showing me that it wasn't his mistake that when he passed. Like this motorcycle accident, it wasn't his mistake. It was feeling debris in the road.
I believe she said his name is David.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Very good. That's what I was saying. That's what I was getting, was David. There was debris in the road, and that's how he passed. He's also showing me that y'all had just a beautiful relationship where y'all communicated and y'all talked. I know people on here saying, of course they did. They were married. No, that's not all the marriages I see in my line of work. I do not see all relationships like this. Y'all were his brakes locked up. Yeah, very much showing me. Very good. So she's kind of confirming that he did not, like I said, that he said it wasn't his fault that this accident happened. It wasn't his mistake. And she said yes. She's also confirming what I was saying about how they were also friends. They loved music. They talked a lot. They communicated. They just always, what he's actually showing me, Barbara, you see, most nights, my husband and I run hard. He helps me with my business. He has a full-time job. We have a pretty decent yard that here at our house that he takes care of. We don't go out a lot, but we sit on our deck together a lot and talk and play music. And that's what he is showing me, Barbara, that y'all spent a lot of time together. Y'all didn't have to be doing anything big. Y'all didn't have to be going out to dinner all the time. Y'all just enjoyed spending time together. And he wants you to know that's what he remembers. That's the memories that he carries with him. And so this is for everyone listening. Spirits come through they don't talk about the big, huge trips that y'all took together. They talk about those quiet times, the day-to-day activities that y'all did that meant so much to them. Barbara, he's also showing me that there's something that used to be his that you smell still, and it smells like him. When spirit talks, when they bring up memories, like he was just bringing up, when they're identifying that she still smells him, that it shows that they are around her. Because he said he's always around her. I don't let spirits say that. They have to prove it. And that's when he showed me her smelling like a piece of clothing that was his. He is talking about you're going to be on this earth a long time without him, but he is showing that he will be on your welcoming committee when you pass. And the only reason I'm not bringing it up because you're going to pass, I'm bringing it up because you have asked him that. He's very much showing me that you have thought about You know, when I pass, is he going to be there? When I eventually make it to the other side, am I going to, is he going to be on my welcoming committee? Yes, he is going to be on your welcoming committee. Now, he's also showing me, he's using, this is something I teach in my classes. He's showing me that he's using something in my environment to get a message across.
She said, yes, I have.
One of my children has just called me a couple of times, like I'm not answering the phone because I'm on live. And so they've just called me several times because they're like, you know how kids are. Why the hell aren't you answering me? I'm calling you. And he is joking, Barbara, there's someone in your life that does the same thing to you. Like they will just call and call and call and be like, why aren't you answering me? Don't you have anything but answer me? So I love that. Just an acknowledgement he is around you and he sees what's going on. He's around you all the time. Thank you so much, Barbara, for letting me read your husband. I appreciate it. All right. Am I doing another spirit-led?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Who over there is going to step up? Okay. This lady has a grandmother energy. Her name was Mary. And the reason I'm so sure about it, because she stepped up and she had a good personality. She was funny because she stepped up saying her name. She was like, Mary, Mary, quite contrary. So her name was Mary, and she was a very funny personality. This lady was all about the food. She could not walk in her house. I don't care if you had just left a restaurant and was stopping at her house to say hi. You were going to have to eat something. That's just all there was to it. So we have Grandma. Her name was Mary. Food was definitely her love language. Towards the end of her life.
Jillian says it's my nanny.
Aw, Jillian, your nanny. That does resonate. That just hit me right in my solar plexus. Like, yes. Okay. Jillian. She's laughing because it's like you can remember, like you would try to say, no, Nanny, I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. Eat. And you're like, okay, gosh, I'm going to eat. She's also showing me that towards the end of her life, she had circulation issues. I don't know if you knew that about her. Sometimes grandkids don't know exactly the ins and outs of how their grandparents passed, but she's showing me that she had, you were actually very close to her, she is saying. Y'all had a very good relationship, and y'all were very close. She is also talking about, she has been, have you been noticing orbs in your pictures, Jillian? Go back and look at the pictures you've been taking with your family. The orbs in that's your nanny. She's very much, oh, I was asking her. So as I was talking to you, I was also asking her, I was like, were you that orb that was over my head? And she's like, no, that was yours. Meaning it was one of my own personal spirits. It wasn't.
Jillian said yes, so many.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you've recognized those. She loves doing that mess. This lady was funny on Earth. So when you have a spirit who was funny on Earth, they're going to they're going to connect with you in a funny way. Like she's not going to just send one orb. She's going to do a lot. She's also showing me it's not you. It feels like one of her children she sends birds to, but she does it in a funny way. It's like almost feel like one of her kids felt like these birds were going to attack them. I don't know if you know which one it is. If you don't, bring it up. Like just ask the next time your family gets together. Has anyone noticed any birds around them? Like, swarming them? And they'll be like, yes, how did you know? You don't have to tell them it was me. You can just say, I just kind of felt that. I was getting that message. Yes, please do. Okay, and Jillian, after you ask, you have to message me and let me know. Because it's about me being right, I always say, it's about me being right. This lady is so proud of her family. She just loved her family so very much. She's also talking about there has been a recent graduation, but it looks like a college graduation. So someone in your family must have recently graduated from college. And when I say recent, you have to understand, since she's been passed, she will be acknowledging this person that has graduated from college. Very proud of that. She's also acknowledging someone continuing their education. Like, she is so proud that her family, they're smart, they have their head on straight, they know how to accomplish goals, and she's like, I did that. Like, yeah, I don't know if she was extremely humble on earth, but she's definitely taking responsibility for how much she has, she helped her family. Thank you so much, Jillian, for letting me read your grandma. A couple of people have asked me this. This is what it was. Thank you for, I'm so glad everything went well for me. I appreciate everyone's good thoughts. For those of you who don't follow me on a regular basis, who are just on this live, I did have surgery last week on Thursday. I had a lumpectomy. I was diagnosed with stage 1 breast cancer. So they did. And what has been bothering me the most is I took some lymph nodes out. So I don't know if anyone's ever had this surgery. But when they took the lymph nodes out, they have, they cut those nerves. And so my arm, you know how you get those tingly, feels like ants in your arm? So my arm has been bothering me. And also I didn't realize how exhausted anesthesia would make me. I don't know if, I was completely unprepared for that. And I had a big event this weekend. We had Mystic Fest right across the river in Council Bluffs. And so I had already committed to that before I was diagnosed. So I tried to push through it, and I did. My husband was such a trooper. He's my front man at these things. So you have to picture him. Like, he schedules my appointments for me, and I sit and don't get up. I just read the entire 6-7 hours that I'm there. So he would turn around, and he was just rotating, because I was going from Motrin to Tylenol, and he would say, give me the name of the person coming to sit down. She's like, they have 15 minutes, and he'd give me medicine. Next person, next time up, tell me who was there, how long they had, and give me more drugs. And so then this morning, he leaves to go out of town. I remember my first dose of Motrin this morning, and he messages me on around noon or something. He's like, are you taking your medicine? I'm like, sure. Yes, I'm taking my medicine. Aw, thank you. I am very, very blessed with a beautiful, beautiful support system. Everyone has just been phenomenal with their well wishes. Reiki masters that are friends of mine sending me Reiki. I mean, just, I've been very blessed. Someone is talking about, these are spirit-led. I'm about to bring up another one unless my moderator has found one he especially wants me to read. If you want a one-on-one reading, Christy Godwin Psychic Medium, you pick the day and time. Thank you. It's stage 1. I am very much anticipating a very positive outcome. The only thing that everyone can pray for is the lump is at pathology. According to what the pathology results are, will determine if I have to do chemo or not. I would prefer not to do chemo, as I would like to keep my hair. So if everyone wants to pray for something, pray that I only have to do radiation and no chemo. I would very much appreciate that. So on my website, you get a Zoom link, and it's held via Zoom. Also, I start an angel class tomorrow. Yes, no chemo. That's right. No chemo in my world. Angel class starts tomorrow night, and then the trauma class starts on Wednesday. You wouldn't have time to get the book in, but still feel free to register. You can go through and listen to our discussion. And there will also be some hypnotherapy involved on the Wednesday class. If you're interested in booking one-on-one hypnotherapy, that's on my website. Also, my husband does hypnotherapy, for those of you who don't know it. His is Ken Jackson, executive coach. Google him. All right.
Coaching.
What?
Coaching.
Coaching, not executive coach. Executive coaching. Thank you. My website is Christy Godwin Psychic Medium. My husband's is Ken Jackson, Executive Coaching. All right. Am I still doing spirit-led? Okay, there's a little girl stepping up. There is an A name around her, like an Abigail, Ashley, an A name around her. I'm hearing she was 8. Now, if you knew someone who was a little bit more or a little bit less than that, I'll take it. That's what I'm hearing from her. She is, it could be Audrey. I could go with the A name, you know, Audrey. Okay, so a little girl. And she is very much showing me that she was very smart. She was already reading books but she's showing me she was one of these kids who had, like, she's holding a book and a doll. So she was still at that cusp of still playing with dolls and still having this reading. She's also showing me, you know, I'm not sure if someone would actually own this, but she had some trauma early on in her life. So Mary Fran, are you claiming this little girl? Mary Fran put smart, yes. Mary Fran, if you could, I don't know if you're claiming her, if you could claim, you could put it in there one more time if you are.
Sounds like yes. Anastasia, smart, yes. Love dolls.
Okay, very good.
And could be.
Okay, and I'm not sure if you know about this, Mary Fran is claiming. If you know about this trauma she's talking about, I'm just feeling like something happened to her, and she's not, it's not unusual. Like if this was a one-on-one reading, it's not unusual for spirits to kind of hold back a little information. Died at 9, very good. Because it is very much a group reading, and they're not going to air dirty laundry. But this little girl had some things happen to her when she was younger. I'm just feeling trauma. If you were at a one-on-one, it would definitely come out. But it's just poor. She's just giving enough information for her to be identified. She's also showing that people still leave flowers at her grave. She is still honored. And she is forever a little girl in people's hearts, and there is still people in the family. I didn't think you know about that, Mary Fran. That's just like I said that in the beginning. So I'm not sure that who is claiming this girl would actually know about this trauma she is speaking of. She is very much talking about, oh, thank you. Oh, my girlfriend. I thought someone was saying, someone's on here, you're so beautiful. It's my girlfriend. Marcy. Thank you, though. She is very much talking about, there are some questions about how she passed. Like it was said that she was, Mary Fran is claiming her. It was said she had passed one way, but other people aren't quite sure. There's some questions around her passing. And she is very much saying that how it said she passed is not 100% accurate. They're on the right ball field, but not 100% accurate. Something has been done in her remembrance. She's very much showing me that I feel like there's some kind of fundraiser. Something has been done to there's something else though, Mary Fran, like I'd say that was cancer, but there was something else. Like it reminds me of I've known people that they had cancer and the cancer didn't actually take their life. It was part of the treatment that took their life. And that's what she is making me feel. Yes, she was ill, but many fundraisers. Okay, very good. Yes, she was ill, but it was more of the, sometimes the cure for cancer is as bad as the cancer itself, and that's very much what she's giving me the feel for. Not that anyone should feel guilty about it, because they had to go hard to try to cure her because she was so sick. And thank you for acknowledging that there have been a lot of fundraisers in her honor. When spirits talk about that, they very much it's a sign that they see what's going on, and they are honored. She is honored that people are still remembering her and talking about her. I'm seeing that she had siblings. She is very happy. Oh, it was an infection. Okay, thank you, Mary Fran, for confirming that. So for those of you who are watching, I was talking about, she was saying there was something, this little girl was saying it wasn't what everyone thought it was. The cancer didn't kill her. And Mary Fran said it was an infection she had gotten that actually took her life. This little girl is talking about her siblings and just how happy she is that her parents keep her alive and talk about her to her siblings. She also is in her, I don't know if you're friends with her parents, but she actually just haunts their house. I love it when spirits say that. When spirits tell me that they haunt their house, it means that they are in the house doing all kinds of things all the time. Messing with electronics, she's showing me. Creating orbs. Messing with a lot of electronics. Electronics are easy for spirits to mess with, and she's showing me on an iPad. So she messes with someone's tablet. There's also an actual computer, like a desktop type computer that she messes with, and a TV. So if you know her family well enough, and if they believe in mediumship, don't pass along messages unless people believe. You don't want to mess with their belief system. But please let them know if they do. Thank you so much for claiming her, Mary Fran. She was a beautiful girl. She did a really good job with her information, and you did a good job confirming. I appreciate you. Okay, so am I still doing spirit led? Or are we doing one more?
I'm gonna have to go.
You have to go. Oh, it is time for him to go. Okay. Yeah, have fun at dinner.
Thanks, you.
All right, that was my time. I've been at it for an hour and a half, so I didn't realize I had been going for so long. So thank everyone for joining me. I appreciate it. Tomorrow night I will do a live for subscribers. So tonight was general. Tomorrow night, yes, I do see stillborns. Usually when babies come through to me, I will I can't tell if they were aborted or miscarried. I would just know they did not take a breath here on earth. Okay, astral projection. Yes, let me address that. Thank you for reminding me. A sign that you have been astral projecting is that you will wake up, and there's a couple of seconds of sleep paralysis. That is a sign that you have been astral projecting, that you are traveling and doing work. Now, whoever asked me that, as I'm saying that, I'm hearing that whoever does that, you are a healer at night. So that tells me that you have a team on the other side that comes and gets you. And you go and heal people. You work, like you go to sleep and then you still work. And so a couple of ways that you know that you're astral projecting is your dreams seem so real and it feels like you're like a robot in them. And then also you will have had some kind of sleep paralysis. You wake up and there's like that second that you can't move, and then all of a sudden you kind of jerk and then you can move. It's a little bit terrifying if you're not used to it, but just know you're fine. So tomorrow night I will be subscription only live, and it's going to be later because I teach a class. The class ends about 7:15, 7:30, and I will be going live right after that, so about 7:30. It's the Angels class if anyone wants to join it. And then, so that's subscription only. And then the next night, which is Wednesday night, I'll be doing another general one. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate everyone's beautiful prayers and wonderful thoughts being sent my way. I hope everyone has a very good evening.